students probably don't know how to achieve high marks in exams. Actually, you don't have to write down everything you know. Before writing, you should figure out what the question is after, and what is not relevant. Due to its ability to solve all main problems associated with digital goods, digital rights management is the favorite option used by companies to tackle piracy. The aim of this article is to discuss the consequences of DRM for consumers, firms, and society. The scientist declares the law to be some interpolated curve that is more or less smooth and so will miss some of those points. Thus a scientific theory is not directly falsifiable by the data of experience. Instead, the falsification process is more indirect. The work also raises the possibility that a drug could be developed to mirror the effects of that dietary restriction, by blocking cells' ability to take in chemical from the surrounding environment. The value of history also depends upon the chronological presentation of events through time. It is only through a chronological survey that students can begin to understand the process of social and cultural change. In a wonderful set of studies and subsequent book, researchers look to the question of how much actors are aware of their performance as they perform it, and how much they let the character take over. Playwrights come to their craft with different aesthetic sensibilities. They create recognizable worlds with troubling relevance to human behavior and social themes. Although there is always some risk that a large impact could occur, careful study shows that this risk is quite small. The group conducting the study concluded from a detailed analysis that impacts from meteorites can indeed be hazardous. Since the progress of an airplane is aided or impeded depending on whether tailwinds or headwinds are encountered, they are caused by great temperature differences between adjacent air masses. There are 4 major jet streams. It was the development of a standard musical notation in the 11th century that allowed music to be documented in a physical form. Now, music could be communicated efficiently, and succeeding generations would know something about the music of their ancestors. In combination with the very real threat of climate change, which could lead to increased seawater temperatures and ocean acidification, we start to arrive at some quite frightening scenarios. By the beginning of World War II, many towns and cities had built airports, and there were numerous qualified pilots available. The war brought many innovations to aviation, including the first jet aircraft and the first liquid-fueled rockets. It is wrong, however, to exaggerate the similarity between language and other cognitive skills, because language stands apart in several ways. By contrast, not everyone becomes proficient at complex mathematical reasoning, few people learn to paint well, and many people cannot carry a tune. Some of the clearest signs of change are the thinning and retreat of sea ice and the migration of species into the Arctic that normally live at lower latitudes. Priority sectors include agriculture, small-scale industries, housing, exports, etc. Economics say that a market has failed when the market does not provide efficient outcomes for society. The biosphere is thought to have developed about 3.5 billion years ago, when the first living organisms began to appear. Today, some scientists have argued that the biosphere itself is a kind of superorganism. School has different ways to let parents know how they provide education services. One of the common ways is open days. Open days are good chances for parents to ask what they want to know. The early face expressed the wonder and mystery that seems always to have been an essential component of the human experience of this beautiful world. Menus in all of these places have become more balanced in nutrients, and also attract those who are not vegetarians. This diet is not only unattractive, but also may cause nutritional imbalance if not managed well. This is important that you see the facilities and accommodations around the school. If you can avoid it, accept the offer before going to the place and having a look. You should go and see once you have a chance.